I am romance reader and reviewer Liz Donatelli. Welcome to Reader Seeks Romance, a romance novel talk show that features entertaining interviews with authors and publishing insiders. My guest this episode is debut romance author Leonie Mack. Leonie and I discussed her multicultural Christmas romance, My Christmas Number One, which I loved. We chatted about her publishing journey and more. Also, Leonie and I opened Christmas crackers, as per UK tradition. And Leonie played a festive game of backwards Christmas songs. Enjoy. Hi, Leonie. Welcome to Reader Seeks Romance.
Hi, Liz. This is very exciting. And hi, Jackie.
Yes, the patron saint of romance novels, Jackie Collins. So it's great to finally meet you because we've been chatting on social media and I know that you're a fan of the show. So I'm really excited to have you on. Congratulations on your debut romance novel, My Christmas Number One. I read it, I loved it, I reviewed it on allaboutromance.com. In 3 sentences or less, what is the story about?
Okay, I'll hold up the book because it's a book. It's my book. It is about two pop musicians who are brought together by their record label to record a Christmas single. And they're from very different backgrounds. One is from the US Latin charts. He's originally from Colombia, and the other one is a British pop singer who's quite new, and they have different personalities. And it's just they get together to record the video and then sort of fireworks, and they spend the rest of the book trying not to fall in love.
Why was it important to you for Cara and Javi to their love story to center around the Christmas holiday?
It was a combination of this idea of the Christmas number one, which is a big thing. If you remember in Love Actually, the classic Christmas film, it's the amusing subplot about him trying to get the Christmas number one. And then as I delved deeper into the themes, it became quite organic that it was that Christmas was this thing that that follows us through our lives, and each Christmas you look back and you see what's changed. You think about where you're going and where you've come from. It just helped bring out the emotions that it was around Christmas.
In the novel, Cara has lost her leg in a car accident and has a prosthesis. What motivated your decision to write a female protagonist with a disability?
The psychological aspect came first in her character. So she lost her mother and her brother in a sudden car accident. That was actually there first. And then I looked back and thought, well, if this car accident was so bad and she was in the accident, then probably she would have been seriously injured as well. And so it was kind of, it then made sense that there was a physical side. And I researched various possibilities for what would have been a realistic lifelong injury to have for that, and then settled on the lower leg amputation.
You balance the intensity between Cara and Javi with the levity provided by Cara's subtly racist father and Javi's precocious preteen daughter. And was that a challenge to strike that balance between the light and the heavy?
Yes, I think the first version that I wrote of it was on the heavier side, and it was particularly in the rewrites with my editor. I kind of brought in the lighter side a little bit, and it was kind of all there to begin with. You're right. When I had the rewrite, I kind of thought I hadn't used that comic juxtaposition. For example, the scene where they're with Javi's family, with her father being all awkward and British, and oh my God, the jalapenos, and that was something I just had missed, that was a comic possibility, and only got it in the rewrite.
So music is what connects Javi and Cara, she being from the British pop scene, he being this Latin Grammy award-winning, musician. What is your special connection to music?
Music's always been part of my life. The main thing I've done is sung in choirs, actually. So Cara's Christmas music is a lot of my favorite choir songs from, and I listened to a lot of music from back in the 90s. The first time I ever heard Ricky Martin, I think my life slightly changed. um, and then and then the streaming services started, and then I could choose what I listened to the point where I kind of now listen to more music in Spanish than in any other language. I could not have written the book without YouTube and the people who put content on YouTube. I watched a lot of interviews with artists on YouTube, which was pretty good for improving my Spanish. Where they were asked about the themes in their music, that sort of thing. So all of that came into the book. Also, just regional YouTubers for the stuff around the Dia de las Velitas. That was, I mean, I have a friend who's she's from sort of Colombia and Venezuela, and she started off, gave me the sort of basic information, and then using Spanish search terms in YouTube, I found a whole lot of YouTubers and could watch a whole lot of videos from the Dia de las Velitas, and then it was test read as well by an acquaintance of mine. My friends couldn't test read it because our common language is German, not English. So an acquaintance test read it to make sure that it all felt genuinely Colombian. And that was quite good because she said the book made her nostalgic, which of course also means homesick in Spanish. So I was quite chuffed when she said that, and kind of knew I was onto something. In terms of Cara as well, there's a great YouTuber who has a lower leg prosthesis, who is super open about her journey, and her videos are amazing. And so I watched a lot of her videos, and because you have to really get in the mindset of it's a really big part of her life, but it's not everything.
How long did it take you to write a first draft?
So I started it in the middle of January 2019, and I finished it in the middle of May 2019. So goodness, I lived and breathed it. It was quite, I think I had written a few other things, bits and pieces, learning the craft. But I'd never quite been so driven as that. I had an initial request for the full from one publisher based on a partial, which as in before I'd finished it, but they ended up passing. I got quite a few other rejections, and then I had an initial sort of expression of interest from Boldwood in August 2019, which is quite quick, but I couldn't turn that into an offer. We sort of stalled, and I thought that had kind of dropped off the face of the earth. I thought they were just not talking to me anymore. And then out of the blue, they got in touch in January 2020 and offered to publish it. And then in January, I also had to produce an amended synopsis with some extra bits added that hadn't been in the original. And so we agreed some changes at the contract stage. I didn't edit at all from when I started querying at the end of May in 2019 to when I did the rewrite in January 2020. I didn't look at it at all, and it was really good. It was very fresh eyes, and it was really important to go through and make those changes. I decided not to query agents, which maybe at some point I will do that, but the UK is a little bit different. There's not very many agents. There's a lot of authors.
Your book was published June 1st, right? Was it June?
10th of September.
What was June 1st?
I don't actually remember the title is the problem. So it was definitely by Amanda Quick. It was sometime in the late 90s, maybe early 2000s. And the main thing I remember was the hero was a scientist, and there was a sex scene in his science lab. Anyone can tell me the title of that book? I would like to know.
Leonie was kind enough to send me some Christmas crackers that are featured in a scene in my Christmas #1. No spoilers. I won't say what happens, but yeah. So we're going to open up some Christmas crackers, which is a UK tradition. Why is there a significance to this Christmas cracker situation?
Well, I don't know. This one is definitely nostalgic for me as well. I remember these from being a kid. Yours, I believe, are non-cracking crackers. because they had to go through the US Postal Service. Whereas I have some proper cracking ones. So
okay. I'll let you go first so we can hear the actual cracking.
Yep.
All right, go ahead, crack away.
Well.
Oh, that cracked all right.
Oh, I have to do one more with my helpers here, and then we can have a look at what was inside them.
Okay, number 2. Give it a crack.
Hold it like this. Okay. Oh. Okay, and what have we got? Okay, we've got the mystery calculator.
The mystery.
Looks like a game of some sort, some little game.
Oh, there's actually
this one.
Oh, okay. And a hand. Oh, what are those?
Flapping hands.
Flapping hands. Okay.
The box that I bought actually had one of the little jumping frogs, like there was in the book, which wasn't planned, but we didn't get lucky and crack the jumping frog. We've got the most important part, but I'll save that for a second. Also, we've got this.
Is there a significance to the crown? Like, what is the paper crown about?
I have no idea. Does anyone know what significance these traditions are?
You know
it absolutely reminds me of my childhood Christmases. What is green, covered in tinsel, and goes ribbit, ribbit?
Oh, a Christmas frog?
A mistletoe.
So now I just pull this, like, psh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. something just went flying. Something just. Oh, this was from. Okay. So it looks like I got a
sharpener,
pencil sharpener. I don't know. Is this supposed to be an empty part? Like
inside the main bit. I should have held back.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, this is like getting a fortune without a fortune. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait. Here's my. Oh, I got one. Yay! I got a paper crown. Okay. Yep. And here's my joke. What do you get if you cross a skeleton and a detective?
What?
Sherlock Bones.
Oh.
Wait.
Not even Christmassy.
Maybe I should try opening another one. Wait. Oh, here we go. I got like a little bottle opener keychain.
Oh. Mm-hmm. That's actually probably more useful than the clapping hands.
Rock, bell, jingle, bell, jingle, bell, jingle. Which song is that?
Yeah, it sounds like jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
That's right, you got it. La la, la 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 fa. Measure merry in me follow. What song is that?
Follow me in merry measure. That's Deck the Halls with Boughs of Holly.
Yeah, Deck the Halls. You got it. Yeah. All right, you got two for two. Light be heart your let Christmas little merry a yourself have.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
That's right. You got it. And I thought that was like a mind bender, at least for me.
Oh, I like playing that one on the piano.
Oh, okay. So you play the piano. Okay.
Awesome. Quite badly.
Caroling some do wheel and pie pumpkin, some have wheel later.
Yeah, later we will have some pumpkin pie and go caroling or something, but I'm struggling to pick it from that.
What's the title of the
pumpkin pie is revealing this as as an American one, which isn't. Yeah, no, I'm still struggling.
Okay. Rocking around the Christmas
tree. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Oh, yes.
Thank you again, Leonie, for joining me on Reader Seeks Romance to talk about my Christmas #1 and for sending me Christmas crackers to crack for, I think, maybe the first time in my life.
Thank you so much for having me, Liz. This has been, great fun. And I've been enjoying all your other episodes as well. The amazing guests you've had on. So
thank you.
Keep it up.
Thank you.